Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we looked at EA Arumat, I believe it was. We played on the Azeroth map. And it was kind of a bit of a rough game. It was a learning experience. You know, I'm 600 plus hours in now, but there's still plenty of learning experiences to be had. The less said, the better, though. Let's move on and roll up another nation. 169. That is Nibelheim. We've done those. That was the one that had the adventurers. You could go into the dungeon, and it was kind of disappointing how it worked. It was that one. 148, Scythania, Primal Nomads. All right. Another EA nation from Confluence, I believe. Let's go ahead and play on Floating Archipelago. That's what I feel like. That's what we're doing. 119. 19. Early age. 69 is usually 7, 8. Scythania, Primal Nomads. Okay, some very cool looking sprites on this one. Yeah, okay. Just after the dawn of time, monstrosities and divine beings roamed the world. An era ensued with a world brimming with magic and ancient powers. During this time, the ancient beings gave birth to the inhabitants of the world. According to the Calipadi, they were the first of the spawn. Calipadi are small and insignificant compared to the enormous beasts around them. Neither strong nor tough, they are physically inferior in all ways, yet they possess the ingenuity and kinship to survive in the shadow of giants. Okay. Their kin, now called the Sauromacians and Enkidus, have grown into giants while the wildlife has shrunk severely. In the midst of the War of Ascension, a pretender god seizes this opportunity to ascend as Pantocrator. Alright, so we have Budinoi and Calipadi, size 2 humanoids, large dinosauroids, and Avipi tribes. Our military consists of sacred Skulla, mounted dinosauroid riders, Atlatl javelinis, Avipi warbands with archaic weapons. Alright. Nature magic, earth magic, some water, death, air, average priests. We start with an immobile ancient turtle. A national spell can move it and the capital to an adjacent province. When moved on a captured throne, sacreds become permanently empowered. This can happen up to 3 times. Awesome. We have primitive forts, but we start with a fortified city, which is a big turtle. Okay, fun. Pterosaurs. Stealth 60, flying, map move 24. What more do you want? Calipadi commander, 100 leadership. Excellent sprites. Goodness. Yeah, okay. Priest of the Steppe. 1 water, 1 holy, 10% chance for a second water. Yep, it's a priest, but it does have a bit of magic. Scude Arya, 1 nature, then 1 water or 1 air. Okay, so half of these guys can cast Moss Body. Nature air cross paths is something. That's let's see, generic only. But it's 1 and 1. That's not going to be much. Because Poison Cloud is 3 nature, 1 air. That would be pretty great. 2 air, summon amphitheaters. That's about it. Like, if you get 3 nature, you get Poison Cloud, but you're not gonna go and get a Tree Lord staff or whatever to put on there. So, yeah, just Moss Body or Researcher, basically. Yeah. A Marrower. 1 water, 2 death. Oh, boy. God damn it. Anytime they give you 2 death, it's just speaks for itself, especially when it's like this cheap. Now, also, this is Death Water Crosspath, which means Stygian Rain. Rains. Yeah, Stygian Rains is 3 death, 2 water. That's going to be tricky, but maybe we'll have a higher up one. Otherwise, it would take Skull Staff and a Water Bracelet. So you're looking at Construction 7. But then any one of these little jabronis could cast Stygian Rains, which is 15 invulnerability to your entire army, which is, as you can imagine, pretty phenomenal. Bone Sculptor, 2 earth, 1 death. Very nice. I love 2 earth. Earth Death Crosspaths, probably not too many there. There's Blight as a ritual, which we wouldn't really bother with. And Poison Golem, 4 death, 2 earth. Gets you a Poison Golem. That's pretty rare. Comes with built-in Banefire shield, though. But no magic, no resistances. But 18 natural protection is kind of ridiculous. It's also hidden in sand and hidden underneath. 3 earth, 1 death. But I don't know. Get like Dust Kings and stuff. Could be, maybe, something. I don't know. Fields of the Dead, but that's 5 death, 2 earth. No way. Okay. Yeah, but otherwise it's a 2 earth mage. Skulla Elder. 1 water, 2 priests, 10% for another water. It's basically your priest. They just happen to get water, which just makes them a little pricier. Fawn Herder. 2 nature, and then water, earth, or nature. Well, you know, it's good. I mean, 3 nature is pretty good. 2 nature, 1 water. You know, maybe we'll have to look at national spells, of course. 3 water, 2 nature is Bone Melter, but that's not what we're talking about here. You can summon sea dogs and crocodiles, sea lions, and maybe bog beasts, spine frogs, swamp drakes. There's a lot of poison stuff we could summon. Foul Vapors, though, is 4 nature, 1 water. So if we get water, you have a Thistle Mace. You'd need 3 gems. Yeah, you could. You could, if you get water on these guys, you could cast Foul Vapors. But that depends on our poison resist. And I don't know. Fawn Master, 2 earth, 2 nature, then another earth or nature, and then air, water, earth, nature. Oh boy, okay. These are the big bada boom boys. So you could get 4 nature on these guys, or 4 earth. That opens up a lot of possibilities. This is a powerful mage. Now, I don't know much about its thug potential. Got 2 natural protection. Not great. He's got high MR, but only 7 hit points, size 2. Yeah, I don't... I mean, he's got the right paths, but not the right anything else. And then Corvus Warrior Chief, non-fort provinces. 2 air, and then earth or nature. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you get stuff with air, you know, you certainly do. But like Fog Warriors is going to be a little out of not painfully out of reach. Just mostly out of reach. Cuz that's air 4, 1 gem. So, if we have a pretender that could make winged helmets, I guess. It's very expensive. Or the Horn of Storms. Yeah, but that's even more expensive. Yeah, so winged helmets, get them to 3, and then they'd have to spend a total of 2 gems. Unless Storm was... Like, it would be a whole thing just to get Fog Warriors. Yeah, I don't know. But it is a non-fort mage option. A little pricey, though. Okay, units. We have the Calpidai Brute. Size 2, so brutish. 6 hit points. 3 protection, 16 defense. You get sticks and stones and a club. And they do have a parry, 2 shield. Great. Yeah, obviously it's a militia option. Calpidai. 6 hit points, 3 protection, 14 defense. Just a leather helm. They have a club and an atlatl. Range 20, attack 8, 11 piercing. It's a dart thrower. You only get 5 shots on it, though, which is not great. But I guess if you have, like, 600 of them, maybe. There you go. Buddha Noise. 3 protection, 7 defense, only a helmet. 2 stone axes. They're undisciplined, and they have Berserker +2. They certainly can do damage. I can't, yeah. But they're just gonna die in droves. Feathered Hunters. Okay. This feels like they shouldn't have that. The Sna crossbow. I don't know what... I don't know where that's from. I feel like I... Let me just try... I don't know. It's going to be a very specific... You know, this is the merged mod, so something just didn't... I think it's from... Okay, so I searched it out in the workshop, and it brought up Angkor. Humans are a variety of medium infantry, no cavalry, and fast-firing crossbows, but weaker for balance. The Sna bow. Okay, so it's from Angkor. Alright, lesson learned on that. Give me a minute. Okay. I re-merged the mod. So that, that thing is fixed. I didn't put in Angkor. Because that crossbow has come up several times now and to kind of fuck me over. Imas definitely did not have that crossbow. I would have noticed it the first time because it was ridiculous. And that's how... At one time, they just shredded me when the AI was playing as them. But okay, so they have... Yeah, they have... the Feathered Hunter has 12 protection, 13 defense. They have armor and a helmet. and they get 2 atlatls. They apparently have trained to use both simultaneously and comfortably. So that's 2 attacks every round for 5 rounds. Range 20, 8 attack, 11 piercing. It's better. But again, the 5 shot. But you gotta figure most battles are kind of relatively quick, right? Range 20, I think if you have these guys up front, the other front line not far behind, they'll probably get off 2, 3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots maybe before the front line hits them, and then they'll do a couple more shots, and then they'll start moving in, and then, you know, by that point, it's kind of over, and it's not like they're useless in melee. They have 12 protection, 13 defense. The real issue, of course, is they don't have any shields, and they need to be kind of upfront for this to work, so they're going to be the target of archers, and they only have 6 hit points. It is EA, granted, but again, if they targeted themselves, they will take, like, 2 damage on average. So you're going to lose these. Like, there's not a way to really use them where you don't lose them. No matter where you put them, archers are going to target them. So it's hard to say. Hard to say. Anuxchus Scythioi. Okay. So they're mounted on a dinosaur. They have... So the dinosaur is size 4, they're size 2, which is about the same spread as a normal horse and cavalry. I mean, a normal horse and rider. They have 19 defense with shields, but the shields only parry 2, so it's not going to block many arrows. And basically any arrow that hits them is probably going to kill them. So you're still going to lose a fuck ton of these things. And they're only speed 14, and they only have clubs. Meaning that these things don't really fit into any sort of niche. The dinosaur is 14 hit points, size 4, 9 protection, 11 defense, with leather barding. And a 14 damage bite attack. It's not bad. I mean, if the rider was better, it wouldn't be bad, but it's not good. Anuxchus XC. Okay. Better, much better armor. 12 protection, 16 defense, with mobile archer and dual atlatls. Okay. Oh god, it's like it keeps trying to make it work, and I'm still iffy on it. I think it's better. You can do fire and keep distance, and put them at the front, but I don't know. Or maybe you put them at the back. They have 14 speed. You could put them pretty far back, and then they would run up to get into range. But they only have 6 accuracy. You're going to be hitting your own troops quite a lot. Six accuracy is really bad. But what do you expect? They're riding a dinosaur, firing 2 atlatls in both hands. Like, it's just... Yeah, it's going to be inaccurate. Anuxchus Orsas. Well, they have 17 defense, 12 protection, no shields, 18 speed. They have a stone lance with a charge bonus for the first strike, and the atlatl, attack 6, 14 with mobile archer. You're getting to the point where I might start using them like cavalry. 17 defense, 12 protection is pretty high. They don't have any shields, which is a bummer. But they have a decent speed. You're going to lose them. But the mount has 10 protection, 26 hit point, 14 defense. With a bite and a claw attack. Which is pretty good. And they're size 5. So I think actually a lot of shots are going to hit the mount in this situation. I'd really have to... If the mount is 3 size points larger than the rider, there's a 25% chance that the mount will be targeted. Okay, and that's what we have here. So there's a 25% chance before anything else that the rider just hides behind the mount and it gets targeted. For melee combat, then, there's another chance to end up targeting the mount instead of the rider. The minimum chance is 10%, attained by having a reach that's 2 point greater than the size of the mount. Blah, blah, blah. If the reach is 2 points less than the size of the mount, or lower, the mount will always be targeted. Is that right? So if I have a sword, length 1 sword, and I'm fighting cavalry, that sounds like the mount will always be targeted, which is not our experience. But I guess... Yeah, but it's a size 5 horse. In that case, this can't be right. Or is it right? In that case, the rider would never get targeted by melee, because this spear would even always hit the mount. Unless you got like a... Unless they messed up a term here or something. I don't know. If the mount's size is too greater than the attacker's reach, only the mount can be hit. Right, okay. But I feel like that's not our experience, right? Usually the rider gets hit. I mean, for arrows, it's like an equal chance, or, you know, it depends on their size, so it's... whatever. Okay. I mean, okay, but in... That makes it sound like the mount's always targeted in melee. Which isn't phenomenal, but it's better. Okay, yeah, we might actually use them as cavalry. We'll see. Sauropod Rider. Oh boy. 100 gold, 27 resource, 33 recruitments. The rider has 6 hit points, size 2, blah, 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 16 defense. Right, but in this case, like, the riders will almost never be hit. Like, basically only with an arrow or something. And it has to really... The odds of it hitting one of the size 2 guys and not the size 9. Yeah, so there's the 75% chance first that gets rolled to see if a melee attack hits the mount instead of the rider. And then it sounds like just no matter what, I guess no matter what, melee guys can't, which makes sense. How's a guy with a sword going to hit one of those riders? But yeah, the arrows are pretty unlikely too. And the riders have length 4 spears, 10 damage. It's not bad. And then the sauropod itself, 74 hit points, size 9, 8 protection, 9 defense. Trample, of course, with a 18 damage kick. Yeah, 74 hit points, trample is pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts, especially if we can throw Moss Body on him or something. Then it gets really ridiculous. So, yeah, pretty good. Pyroraptor, cap only sacred. Well, cheap, 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 cheap. 12 hit points, size 4, 6 protection, 11 defense, 10 MR, 11 morale, 18 speed, no armor. They have fire resist 10, 16 damage bite, 14 damage claw. So they don't do any fire attacks or anything. They're just fire resistant raptors. Oh boy. Well, it's going to take quite a bless to really make them like a dominant force. If you just remove the sacred part, right, and you just have Pyroraptors here. 12 hit points, 6 protection, 11 defense, with some fire resistance, and 2 attacks that are pretty good. And 14 attack, decent damage. With 18 speed. Yeah, I mean, you could just kind of keep them in the rear, make sure they come in kind of late, and they swoop around. Or maybe keep them a little further back and have them target, like, archers or something. They would be okay. I mean, considering how cheap they are, you'd go through them, but they'd probably get a decent number of kills. With the Sacred, though, with the Bless, they really... The problem is that they say they're sacred. You only make so many per turn. Whereas you'd really want, like, 50 of these things. But if they're sacred, you can only make so many turn, and then you want them to not die. And for them to not die, we kind of need a heftier Bless here. But the problem is, Stygian Flesh doesn't really help. Barkskin doesn't really help. You could put Air Shield on them, but they're still not that good in melee. But Air Shield with some defense buffs and Blood Surge, they would get kills. And they wouldn't die as often. But yeah, you're probably looking at an Incarnate Bless. Skulla, cap only sacred. Size 2, 7 hit points, 16 protection, 13 defense, no shield, 8 speed, 13 MR, 13 morale. They have a golden spear, length 3, 16 piercing magic damage, and a Saunian, range 11, 14 armor piercing. Yeesh. Yeah, they're okay. Again, I feel like it's an entirely different Bless. They don't need protection nearly as much. They're not going to benefit much from most of those kind of things. Although Air Shield's still kind of okay, but the size 2, 16 protection. Really, they need more health. Now, if you just took the same unit and gave it 5 extra health, 6 extra health, and it was just a normal, like, heavy infantry, you'd be saying, wow, it's a really nice unit. 16 protection, 13 defense with a magic spear and this nice armor-piercing range attack they get to throw out a couple times. I mean, yeah, they don't have shields, but still. I think the biggest thing they need is probably... I mean, they get Undyne and Enchanted Blood will do them pretty nicely just with that. But I think we're going to have to decide the route we want to take here. Pyroraptor Skulla. Cap only Sacred 2. So it requires 2 holy points each. But, yeah, you get kind of to combine them here. 7 hit points on the Rider. Size 2, 16 protection, 16 defense. Still no shield. 18 speed. Mobile Archer with golden lances. And I assume a charge bonus, yep. And the Rider also has the fire resistance. And then the Raptor, 27 hit point, 8 protection, 10 defense, 18 speed, the 2 attacks, pretty high damage. The fire resistance, 15, and also gets the Bless. It's kind of the best of both worlds. It's basically our heavy cav. So I'd say this is probably what we want to go with. The Sacred 2, I think, is a little rough, but you are essentially getting 2 Sacreds in one unit. So... Which is often the case for Sacred Cav, though. But this thing is certainly more dangerous than a horse. So, Yeah, okay. Strong considerations. And then we have non-fort VP Step Hunters. Stealth units. 14 defense, 4 protection, 14 speed with spears. They're carrying spears in their mouths. Wild. Okay. A VP Spear Warrior. They get armor now. Look at them. 12 protection, 14 hit points, 13 defense, 11 speed, 14 damage spears. Not bad. I mean, just for something you can recruit like anywhere, it's not bad. Axe Warriors. Get an axe instead. Right in the mouth. Look at that sprite. 12 protection, 12 defense. You know, it's an above average unit with 14 hit points. Yeah, they don't have shields, but still. Sorothios. Interesting. Wow. 11 hit points, 5 protection only, but 15 defense and a parry 4 shield is not bad, and they have a helmet. And they have air shield. It's only air shield 30, but they also have the shield itself, which is kind of nice. And they have recuperation, spirit sight, 14 damage spear. Honestly, yeah, I could see making a decent number of these in some of the provinces. And lastly, Corvus. 23 hit points, size 4, 6 protection, 15 defense, no armor, no shields, but a length 4, 16 damage spear. Very interesting. There's a lot of choices here. There's a lot of choices. Damage shape change. Oh, this is if you lose the rider on these, I guess? Seems that way. National hero, national summons, Artimpasas. What the hell is that? Air 3, Astral 1, Nature 2, Holy 2. Flying, Sacred, Storm Immunity, Talon, Beak. 52 hit points, 8 protection, 11 defense. Yeah. I mean, I'm not about to tell you it's got thug potential or anything, but it kind of does. Comes with 20 shock resist, so charge body, mist form. Apparently, that much shock resistance will cause it to not be broken. Charge body, personal mist form, body ethereal, personal regen. You got kind of a little mini pretender. It might work. It might work. That's a decent spread. Tillosaurus. Okay, so it's a commander. 33 hit points, size 5, 10 protection, 13 defense. Pretty average, blah, blah, blah. It's got some survival stuff, undisciplined, and the Thagomizer. 16 defense negates, AoE 1. I mean, it's for some reason a commander. I don't know why. Shouldn't this be a unit? If this were a unit, we'd have a lot more to say. Yeah, if this were a unit, but as a commander, it's like, I don't know. You're only gonna get one. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. And then the Soronia. It's also a commander. I mean, it's like another scout, I guess. So you're not going to use this in combat, so... Okay. First throne bonus. Blessed troops get defense skill plus 2. Oh, shit. Second throne bonus. Attack skill plus 2. Third throne bonus. Magic resistance plus 2. And the ancient turtle itself. Oh yeah, we saw this once, didn't we? We got this as like a hero for some reason in one of our games. I don't remember what nation that we were playing, but that was weird. Right, so it's a mobile, 240 hit points, 60 protection, 18 MR. It's got recuperation, can go in the water. And if killed, it'll enter a dormant state for 3 turns, after which it reawakens. Okay. Let's look at national spells then. Let's call Scythania. Okay, so you get 18 plus of them, but they're commanders? What? I think that's a bug. I don't think that's correct at all. So 18 plus of them, yeah, they're like compies, basically. 8 hit point, 2 protection, 9 defense. I mean, they're going to get decimated by everything. But 11 attack, 11 damage is not terrible. And they're 26 speed, but they are undisciplined, so it's kind of pointless. Unless you had tight rain on somebody, but you don't. So probably not worth the gems or the thought or the effort. Tylosaurus, you get 2 of them for 5 nature gems. So this is the Thagomizer thing. Again, as units, yeah, I mean, I guess I would. For you get 2 of them for 5. They're undisciplined commanders. That's it. Just I don't know what to. There's something's not right here. Okay, but if we just ignore the fact they're commanders, and we just had this as a unit, yeah, I think they're pretty solid. I think they're pretty solid. 16 damage AoE 1 is kind of nice, even if it is defense negates. I don't know. I could see giving them a try. And then Artimpasa, level 6 Conjuration, 40 nature gems. Gets you like a mini pretender. There are worse ways to spend your gems, I suppose. Alteration has nothing. Evocation has nothing. Construction has nothing. Yeah. Enchantment. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Great March. Okay, here's the one that lets us move. Cost 3 gems. Cannot be cast underwater. And yet the turtle is amphibious. Capital infrastructure population of the ancient turtle will move to targeted province. If moved to a claimed throne province, a new site will appear permanently in the province. May take 1 additional turn, granting a buff to sacreds. This can be done with up to 3 thrones. Up to 40,000 population will move if there's at least 10,000 population in the current capital, but at least 75,000 will remain in the current capital. Okay. Oh, 7 to 5,000. Total population of both provinces may decrease or increase up to plus or minus 50%. Jesus. That's bad. We might want to take big growth. This spell will only work if there's a temple, lab, fort, at least 1 PD in the current capital province, and if the ancient turtle is alive. Can only target owned, non-forted, non-underwater provinces. Targeted province will always gain a fortified city. PD will not be moved. National heroes still spawn at the original capital location. Ooh. This spell will only work if there's at least 1 free site slot in targeted province. Targeted province does not have 3 free site slots. Some of the national sites will not spawn. If targeted claimed throne province does not have 4 free site slots, sacred buffing site will not spawn. A lot of stipulations here. Legal agreements and so on. I don't think we're going to want to ever move unless it's to a throne. That's really the only point. And it mentions that. So yeah, you're doing that to move on to thrones, not to like get into a better position. Okay. Right, so the general plan is going to be, this is our sacred. Sauropod riders, of course. And then this is our cavalry. But then we have these as our cavalry. So I need a frontliner. That's the long and the short of it. And we don't have much of a front line, do we? We have very little that has shields. It's not good. Yeah, I don't trust these guys to survive against a flurry of arrows. Shit. Where am I at here, man? Got my sacred option, but it's not a frontliner. I mean, I guess we could make it the frontliner, but it's sacred too. So maybe we just instead go Skullas as our frontline option? That might be better. It's not great, but it might be better. So Skullas is the front line, Sauropod Riders doing all the damage, and then these guys as cavalry. That's the spread. Okay, we're gonna go that route. So then what we really want, mostly, like I said, is health. So probably we're gonna do Undying 5 and Enchanted Blood as a baseline. But if we can bump up the defense and the attack more, good. I mean, the thrones will help with that, of course, but we got to get there. Now, last time we did... Oh, boy. Tyrannosaurus. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Turmoil +1, growth +1, fear 7, fire resist 20, heat 6, berserker +3, population killer 50, bite, claw, tail sweep, scorching breath. It's basically a fire dragon, but just different form. It's really cool, but it throws out our idea of a bless pretty quickly. Yeah. And then there's Tapati. Fire 3, fire resist 80, 65, poison 60, heat 20, ethereal, fire shield 15, blind, spirit sight, innate spellcaster 1. Yeah, I mean, like, this thing will dominate in the late game. Although 100 hit points and no protection of any kind is not great. So, yeah, airdropping it is kind of tricky compared to it being part of an army, but yeah, you can't really do army shit with an immobile pretender. Like, it's really tricky. He can defend well, of course, but aggressive, like, he'd have to get gateway and actually carry 80 troops and 130 magic troops with him. Which I guess he could do that, but I don't know. Beyond that, then, you know, it's just kind of our usual things. Last time we did a Titan, and I said I wanted to do more Titan stuff, but Titan and Working Man's Bless, or a Big Bless, is kind of incompatible. I think we're probably looking at a rainbow here. Yeah, I think we're probably looking at a rainbow. It's not a very exciting thing to do, I understand. But I'm not feeling overly confident in the rest of my troops, really, so I need decent sacred. So yeah, Enchanted Blood, Undying. We need a lot of health. Yeah, I think Blood Surge is... Just because it's +3 strength, too, it's really impactful. As for scales, these things are reasonably pricey, but they're sacred. These things are big money. And we wanted to take growth, so I guess probably 1, 1, 2 is what we're looking at. Maybe something like that. And we can grab... we're going to be able to do Mother Oak easily enough. 3... Yeah, probably 4 nature on these guys with a Thistlemate. They can do Mother Oak reasonably well, so we'll go with... that. We'll take attack skill, defense skill, heroism. Or would I rather have blur? Go 1 less undying. Take blur and heroism. We'll do that. Okay, that's it. That's what it is. Borm. I'll praise Borm. Oh, I was just making a protect. That's right, I just did that to quick check. Okay, let's redo this. Floating Archipelago, Mangs, LPs, 119, EA. Uh, 8. Scythania. Good. And now we can load Borm. Done. Okay, load this. And we're going to go with, for 8, 10, or 11. I think 11. We like a lot of thrones, a lot of options. Oppie, the ancient turtle, has joined. He has awoken, carrying the wandering city atop its massive back. Okay, nice position we haven't had in a long time. So he doesn't really do anything. He can be our prophet, but that's probably not a good idea. I wonder if that causes... Because prophets are perma-blessed, right? Did you do any shenanigans with that? By giving him movement or something? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that applies movement. You can increase, like, by a percentage, but yeah. Okay. Which maybe we should have given our sacreds, 5 encumbrance, 8 speed. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So let's send a scout. Let's send them up north. We'll see who we're pissing off there. You're gonna become a prophet. Yeah, we'll do that. And for mages, yeah, so there's the Marrower, if we want to do death. This is Earth. 11 for, yeah, these are same price, same everything. Rest is, oh, there's also the Fawn Herder, which does give us nature water. We may want to grab one of these guys for Moss Body. I'm going to make one. That's shit. That's shit, that's shit. Alright, It's not good. It's not going to be good. Speed 12 is not very fast. Or something like that. We'll give it a try. Can't be too bad. Oh god, you just see them just evaporate from fucking slings. Yeah, and they are all slingers. Those are really annoying. But yeah, that's a worst possible encounter for us. Oh god, it was brutal. Oh my god, this is gonna be problematic. This is really music from World of Warcraft? Well, we still routed them, but we still got routed. Alright, so they have a total of 15 hit points. That's better. 16 protection, 15 defense, 17 morale, 19 damage on the spear, 16 attack. This is all good, and they're blurred. So most enemies, they're going to count for 17 defense in melee. Pretty good. We just have to get a lot of them. Something like that, I guess, I suppose. Nouricia is here. It's not that big of a deal, right? Look at their big tortoises. Well, we can get this throne. We can just move right onto it, and then we get +2 defense on our sacred. We lost 1 sauropod. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I suppose. Archers, man. Frickin' archers. Yep, we're a little too close on the sauropods there. Shit. Okay. Okay, okay. Got to alteration 3. That's good. Don't have is a whole lot of money, as always. Can I beat this? That's hard to say. That's hard to say. We could risk it all. It's a lot of archers. I wonder if we wouldn't do better with the group bark skin applied. To, like, our mounts. That would be kind of a nice upgrade. But I'd have to sit here for, like, multiple turns, not taking the throne. And maybe I shouldn't concern myself that much with the throne. Alright, I won't concern myself that much with the throne. They are slow as the dickens, though. The dickens, I say! Oh, right into the cavalry. Yep, that'll do it. Problem is, our guys are stopping to throw their things. And they get, yeah, they get 2 shots on it. Okay, it's decent. Yeah, these guys are... I don't know if they're just stopping, or... I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I just don't like it. I gotta do something different here. Throwing me off. Yeah, I mean, could build a fort here as a bottleneck. It's usually where I like to have a bottleneck. It's just not a super great spot. Alright, well, we probably want to get that thing that lets us move. Thaumaturgy 4. Which also gives us remote site searching, which is fine. Let's cool it on that and start to get some of these. Yeah, so they're shooting, and that draws them right in. I mean, it's working, I guess. I can't argue, but... Can you not, perhaps? Yeah, this is probably more where I want to build an actual fort. Yeah, they are just drawn to the cavalry. I'm not quite sure why. There's Paeonia. Already up in my grill. I would really have preferred he didn't take that, but I'm not sure if I want to go to war over it just yet. But it means that he's taken... Yeah, so he went here, here, here. Shit. Ah, fucker. I'm not gonna go to war over it. But I could. Just so I have this connection, and then we go to war, and then we sue for peace forever. They always accept that sort of arrangement, right? Fuck. The fucking Ictiad PD is not going to protect against anything. I think we need to get another army going here. But I have no priests. Yeah, my cavalry is just like too impactful. I gotta keep throwing it further back. The sacreds actually do something. And the sacreds take the attention. Right. That's a decent military. We'll just wait for a priest for a second. Research is clipping along. So we actually have Haru specs now. After that, we'll probably want to get Conjuration 3 for Dark Knowledge, at least. And then, yeah, because we're going to have probably quite a lot of nature gems. So we want to summon something, even if it's not Chilosaurus. But we could go to just Conjuration 6 and start getting Ardent Pasas, which would be pretty good. But we may want Alteration 5, Construction 3, get Thistlemate, or 5 actually. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we need a lot of research. Okay. Well, it didn't seem like he accepted. Didn't seem like he wanted to play ball, and he killed 2 sauropod riders. Damn you. Just be my friend. I'm sorry I did what I did to you, but it was the only way. Alright, just start making a fortified... Oh, 800 gold, 4 months. Nice. I mean, it's probably got really shitty walls, but... Okay. Oh yeah, we can make these things. Oh yeah, this could be our frontliners. It was just tricky right at the start, but I guess... Are they good? Well, they're not as good as my sacreds. Sure. But... 15 defense, parry 4. It's not quite the tower shield, but they have air shield 30 on top of it. Length 3, it's maybe You can get quite a few of them in pretty much any province. Like here, I could get quite a lot. But recruitment points, yeah, you do kind of need a decent number of those and a decent number of resources. There you go, that's where you can get a bunch. Marisha accepted. The other guy didn't. And a band of brigands took over Faran. Great. Great, great, great. Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to do something with priests. I'm pretty wary of these Amazons, though. That's troublesome. But I guess it's got to get done. Okay, I'm going to do hold and attack, hold and attack, hold and attack. You're just going to cast Blessing a few times. You're just going to hold. Gonna be miserable. Gonna be quite miserable. I'm ready for the whole squad to die, I suppose. I'm mentally prepared. He refused again. And he attacked again. Oh, they landed on the cavalry. And we got routed. Alright. We lost, yeah, commander, priest, 11 cavalry, 3 sauropods, 4 sacreds. And then 25 total made it back. Fucking 31 Pegasus riders. That is just cruel, you understand. I mean, I guess it's not any crueler than having a throne in your cap circle, but it's pretty cruel. That was also pretty mean. We lost 13 cavalry there, 2 sacreds. He is not going lightly on this. And this is really shitty because it's fucking Ictiads here. As my PD. I can send this till I'm blue in the face, but... doesn't do me a whole lot of good. We got Thaumaturgy 4, so we can start doing Gnome Lore. And then... Conjuration 3. We could also get one of those Air Mages on. If we... build a lab anywhere, but... Are we ever gonna do that? I don't know. I'm regretting starting this war. Oh, I'm regretting starting the war. Oh man, am I really regretting it? So there goes the fort. He took... Yeah, fucking Ictiad PD. If I had known that... I guess if I had known that, I wouldn't have started the war. Or I at least wouldn't have built a fucking palisade there. But I probably wouldn't have started the war. Because we really wanted a fort there for money. Ugh, so shit. Oh, and he's got sacred fucking heavy cav, and it's just, oh god. This is really bad. This couldn't really be much worse. It's pretty bad. Why did I take productivity? I think this is a nation you really want an expander. Like, honestly... Honestly, all I really need is Undying and Enchanted Blood. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get that, but we're going to start over. For multiple reasons. No, not Forgotten Realm. What are you doing? Floating Archipelago. I don't even know if we're on 119, but I assume so. So, if we could just get Death and Blood. Yeah, Mother of Monsters has Death, Nature, Blood. It's not great for expanding. She does have a Poison Cloud 8, which is pretty nice. She has 10 natural protection. She can't do boot slots, but that's fine, I think. She can't get trampled then. But it's okay. She's not going to be the best. I don't know if we can find like a Mother of Monsters build. Spells that summon Lamias will give her 3 extra since she's the mother of Lamias too. She'll summon various good crossbreeding results in her dominion, such as Chimeras and Dracolions, but they won't be guaranteed to have enough poison resistance to fight with her. Okay. That would be our Death Blood option if we wanted to do that. Because I think that's really all we need for them to work. So we'd be Awake. You have like Blood 4, Death, Nature, something like that. I think Sloth 1, Order 1, Growth 1. That's it. That's the build. And we take Enchanted Blood, Undying. Yeah, probably. I think that's really all they need to be pretty solid. 17 hit points and heal is probably fine, especially because we get the other bonuses by taking thrones. So we get plus, what, 2 defense plus 2 attack at least? First couple thrones we take. I'm iffy on it, though. Because we could go dormant and give her, like, Earth. Ah, but she is... She is going to get Invulnerability and Soul Vortex. And she can get Personal Bark Skin, which isn't really much of anything. But yeah, we could go dormant and give her Earth. Or Astral. What is this? How do you summon a Lamia exactly? Contact Lamias. Okay. Sounds pretty good. 10 plus for 5 gems. She gets more of them. 3 additional. Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, she's not going to be amazing. But with Dormant, we could take Enlarge. I don't think we'd want to take Enlarge. They wouldn't really benefit from Enlarge. We'd have to take a lot of Earth to get, like, Hard Skin or something. Or you could take... You could take Air for Personal Mist Form. Pretty good. But it doesn't give us much else outside of that. So I'd probably lean towards Earth, because you get Temper Flesh then. Okay, so we go Dormant and we grab Earth 4. You really only need 3, though. There you go. Okay. And then we have 3 more Bless points. So probably... if I could just swing one more, we could get Blood Surge. Now, Strong Blood would give him poison resistance, though. Which does open up the possibility of, like, Foul Vapors. Yeah, we talked about Foul Vapors, didn't we? But the problem is... Oh, we have Big Nature, so, like, you can do that... I wish these had... Yeah, but so... Poison Ward or, God, you gotta go to Enchantment 7 for Serpent's Blessing. But yeah, Serpent's Blessing would be pretty big. And it's right after Foul Vapors. Okay, I'm reasonably on board with that. Alright. Well, now that we're an hour and 20 minutes in, let's start. Well, now we're here. Now we're in the better spot. Okay, well, we want to go take that now, like an asshole. And we can send him north. Do something. Our Sacrets are still, like, kind of our best option. We just can't make as many of them now. I wonder if to start I shouldn't just go with, like, an absurd amount of these things. There you go. And we'll start by making... doesn't really matter. And we want to be ready for her to do stuff on her own when she comes out. So we definitely need we need enchantment 2. Not even a question. She'll have earth, so she's gonna want temper flesh, so that's alteration 4. We need at least construction 1 to make the black steel full plate for her and like the black steel helm. Yeah. Getting to 3 doesn't really do a massive amount for us. Let's give you a Mace of Eruption if you wanted to. Oh, the Ice Mist Scimitar. That's right. Yeah, that would be pretty juicy. Water, air, though. She's not going to be able to make that for herself. We have no one with water and air. So he can get water or air. Yeah. No, no one can do that. But she already has the Poison Cloud, so I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, I mean, the Ice Mist could be a good idea, but we would have had to have taken water and air on a Pretender. What else would it possibly get us? It's an AoE thing. Not much else. Yeah, it's just the Mace Eruption is AoE 1, which is pretty good. This has an AoE 1 Decay. This has a AoE 1 Stun. But that's kind of about it that we're looking at. So... yeah. This thing is really nice. I wish I could make it. Yeah, I mean, we could sit here all day and look, but I don't think there's anything else that's going to do big. Now, if you go to 5, of course, then you're spoiled for choice, because then you get the Frost Brand for a big AoE 1, or you could take, like, the Snake Bladder Stick to do even more big poison stuff. There's also... oh, what about the Shock Whip? Where's that at? The Thunder Whip, yeah. You could do that, because that's chain 3, armor negating 3 damage. And we could get the Ring of Shock Resistance. So that's maybe viable. Okay. Instruction 3, Alteration 4. Yeah, slingers, elephant riders, fuck! We have another throne in our cap circle. I guess is okay. See how it goes with the little brutes. The little brutes. Yep. Same result as last time. Okay. I mean, fuck. If we're being real, this is what I should do. Alright? I mean, if we're just going to be real with ourselves and real with the existence of the world we live in, that's the best solution right there. Yeah, we got the commander, so... Okay, good. All right. So we got construction 1. I think we should immediately start searching for Earth here. So we're just gonna get HP routed here pretty quickly. Yeah. And that's the problem with bringing the little guys. But our sauropods are not that strong either. Like, this many archers, they will just get shredded. It's a rough start, man. And there are nations like this, you know. Trying different things. Problem with that is most unit types, you just need numbers. And you won't really see them as being good without numbers. God, fucking archers. Okay. Well, we didn't lose any of our sacreds, and they got 26 kills, so it's probably more the direction we want to go in, I think. Yeah, they're pretty limited, but that's it. That's all we need. It's just those. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah. I don't really like to use cavalry like that. Prefer them to be a bit sneakier. Also, we ain't finding shit. Amazons and Griffin Riders. Excellent. Got like barely nothing left here. Barely nothing. There's a leaderless unit. That's promising. Yep. That'll do it. There goes the prophet. And the whole army. Awesome. Okay, well now we just get our fresh start where we sit here and make units. I'm gonna make these things. So if we can just find a spot that has, yeah, something like that. Just gonna make them. Just gonna sit here. And I can make items now. We can make black steel full plates. Black steel helmets. We were gonna make... Oh, we can make an eye shield, I suppose. Is there an air... So there's no shield that gives air resistance. Okay. Or shock resistance. There's the Shield of Valor, but we have the same issue of I can't make that. Yeah, we can't... No, wait a minute, wait a minute. This guy can definitely make that. But I don't know if that's worth the trouble. It's kind of good, though. But I don't think I'm really too worried about our arrows with how much protection we'll have. So probably want to make the eye shield. And then, we need a ring of shock resistance, and that's kind of it. Something else. Magic resistance. I mean, we're taking on pretty easy stuff to start, so just make that. Oh, I got just attacked. Great. What? Where the fuck did you come from? Beolsk, aren't you, like, here? Huh? What? Are you an aquatic nation? No? What? How the hell did you get here? What? What? I mean, I can't, like, abide. Like, he's in my cap circle. I can't just sign an NAP and call it a day. But it's not good. I don't know how he got here. Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna take something from me, though. I got no money. Probably gonna start besieging my fucking capital. No, he took this from me. I assume. Safe fucking assumption. Okay, well, good thing I have a pretender here. Yeah, we're in our own dominions, so we got quite a lot of hit points. We have 31 fucking protection, and we have a poison cloud. And we can cast some buffs. So, yeah. Should be alright. Can cast personal iron skin at the very least. And could cast enlarge. Sure. Skeletal body. Personal regen. Advance and cast spells. We'll sort out this problem real fast. Yeah. I'll do it. Poison clouds, pretty delightfully nasty. Oh, he came from here. Fuck, how the fuck did he get even there, though? What is happening? Alright, but the echidna has to do some work here. Fucking hell. He took it again. And round we're gonna go, aren't we? Round and round we're gonna fucking go. He's just gonna keep... We're gonna keep trading forever. We're now caught in an endless lock until I ride out here with a squad. I need a commander and, like... Ideally, like a level 2 priest. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, good. Still want a commander and a level 2 priest. Yeah. My life for recuperation, I'll tell you that much. Thankfully, we have a lot of protection. Yeah, we're gonna be behind. Okay. So we're gonna have all our buffs sorted. That's good. She could do with some more evocations. I don't know what she'd... I mean, she'd cast something. We're banking on her casting stuff. Otherwise, we could just go to Construction 5. But I guess we'll grab that. And grab that. And then we also want more Thaumaturgy. Nope, he attacked us. Yeah, how's that working out for you? Can't stop this now. Alright, hold. Cast. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Cast. Hold and attack closest. Yeah, the line's not great. We're gonna be pretty far back for this. Let's get a mage here to build a lab. Okay. See our sacred stew. Well, pretty good, I would imagine. Yeah, good. You know, I'm not really the type at this point to just use, like, one powerful sacred and that's our army, but god damn it. Starve for choice, it feels. I mean, I have a lot of choices. They all just seem kind of shitty. So we're going to construct a lab here. And yeah, why don't you actually become a prop? And that'll be better. And I think, yeah, it says skeletal body, temper flesh. And instead of personal iron skin, personal iron. Okay, yeah. That's probably it. I mean, elemental fortitude, I suppose. It's like, why not? Fatigue, that's usually why not, but we're fine. Poison is nasty. Yeah, she's up to 36 protection total. That's really hard to crack. I mean, even if you're fatigued out and all your shots are armor defeating hits, still. I guess armor piercing, armor defeating, I don't know what that adds up to, if that actually is like 75% penetration, which would be pretty significant, I suppose. Yeah, because then you're bringing her down to like 8 protection. That's pretty painful. But most shit we are going to be fighting here quickly is not going to be doing that. Alright, Amazon's Jade Maidens. Typically pretty annoying. This motherfucker already has like 3 forts up. What the hell? Don't worry, we're getting money now. Alright, we lost one of the Pyroraptors, but considering it was a Jade Maiden spot, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Huh? Not ideal. Not ideal, not ideal. But we gotta, you gotta pick a direction, I suppose. Yeah, we just need a lot more research. A lot more money. A lot more everything. A lot more everything. Good. Good. Elephants mean nothing to me. Get poison. We still haven't gotten an affliction, which, at this point, we've taken quite a few provinces, so I'm pretty pleased. Could be a lot worse. Let's take the bountiful land, shall we? I think we should try to go for peace with Baratos. Probably Ulm as well. Where exactly am I connected with Ulm? It's a damn good question. Without an answer. guys let one slip there. A little scary. The poison. The poison. Just get to sit here and just sit in your own stink and everything dies. Yeah, she killed 2 things directly. 40 things died total. That's that poison. But I think forest trolls are resistant to poison. No, actually, they're not. They just hit pretty damn hard. $30. Not the end of the world, but it's a little... An eye vengeance, poison, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if we could win. Say that. And yeah, granted, I'd rather have invulnerability and soul vortex online. Although I don't know how much more invulnerability could really help, but yeah, it could. I think you can get pretty high there, can't you? You can get pretty high. Wait a minute. What did I just... No, I wanted you to build. Oh no, I guess I was... Yeah, I built him. Okay, yeah, right. Alright. Let's... Should I head back? Get what? The Thunder Whip? Okay. Because you're going to forge Thunder Whip out of 5 air gems. At construction 5, you can make the flying shield. It's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. We'll move things along here. Home and Baratos accepted. See how nice it is when everyone's civil? Fucking Biolsk. Lost a couple mounts there. Yep, 3 of them. Ouch. Wouldn't have thought so. And then I guess 17 damage piercing. It can happen. Plus 50 income. Nice. Ah, damn. Damn. There's nothing for it, I suppose. So then what are we looking at for throne connections? 1? 2? Right now, 2. Possibly 3 if we take this before Ulm gets there. And then if we can get in the water, there's this one. Otherwise, this. Actually, yes. Why have we not taken this? I'm gonna have her do that. We just need to take that. I didn't even know there was a connection there. I don't know why there is a connection there. It seems broken. But I will exploit it while it's here. Yeah, I don't know. I just like watching it. Oh, yeah. Why don't you also make the ring of tamed lightning? That'll help. Also, we have like 130 of these things here. Oh, yeah, because these guys can do 70 leadership. Otherwise... Yeah, but you probably want them in a line. Damn, damn. Damn, damn. Construct. Fortified village. It's got... Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a palisade. I mean, it's a palisade. Can't say it's not. Right, so... We want to now script you to be on attack instead. We'll see how that goes. Armor defeating hit, protection reduced by 7. Why is her protection only 33 now? Nothing else changed. $33. Yeah, armor 26. Yeah, that makes sense. +3 for earth magic. So 20, 13 plus 7. Well, I don't know why it's at 33. They definitely are hitting her, though. Ouch. Don't know how she didn't pick up. I don't know how she didn't pick up wound there, but that's good. Nope, definitely don't do that. Probably want a fort here as well. I think we'll be able to see how many kills she got directly there versus poison. Okay, so she got 48 kills total, 7 with thunder. So that means 41 poison. Yeah, okay, it's not very good. It's not very good. Maybe if she had 2 of them. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, we're already friends with Olm, so it's all good. Yeah, we're gonna get Construction 5. That's mostly all I wanted to do. But I guess I'll go get this. The Construction 5 gets the Divine Shield and, I don't know. What do we want for a weapon? Maybe the Poison Bladder? Maybe we go all in on poison? We just don't fight anything that's poison resistant? Do have magic lances. We're pretty good against the shadows and Kithronic lions here. Just a question of do I have enough? Do I have enough? Let's have you... Let's just get more money, and we probably should start priesting it up. We have her take this first, and we move it onto there, and we get a nice little bump on our sacreds. There's a lot of dudes I got. There's a lot of barbarians. Hold on, what did you move this onto? Whoops. Okay. So, stay, hold, stay, and... See, now I feel like we might just want to do double boxes. It's really rarely a good idea. But it could work for us. No, 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 no. Okay. I'm iffy, but I guess we'll see. This will be the grand test. So we got construction 5. We can make things. All the things we can make. We could get a horror helm. That's already kind of a nice upgrade. You can make a horror helm. Just give yourself some gems. It's of course 10, as everyone knows that. We didn't do too well on searching either. Oh yeah, we're getting thaumaturgy. Good. Then, let's see. Yeah. All right. Forge horror helmet. Good. We can get a vine shield. Let's get that. Vine shield. As for weapons, the snake bladder stick will be even more poison. Does it stack? I have no idea. Do I want to find out? Yes, I do. Yes, yes, I do. Do we want the dancing shield or the dancing trident? Do we worry more? I think we worry more about surviving than anything else and avoiding damage. So I think we probably want the dancing shield. Right, we don't have that yet, but we do have Dark Knowledge. Just gotta... So gotta pump some gems into it, that's all. We really need, like, Mother Oak. Fucked for it's so expensive to do. Why am I not just remote site searching? Fine. Fine. We also could put PD. I should put 6 PD on everything. But you know that I don't like doing that. Because it's really tedious. Alright, here we go. That's a lot of barbarians. We have 15 defense, though. Okay, how painful was that? Okay, 6. Not bad. Not amazing or anything, but honestly not bad. And these guys got 104 kills real quick. Shit, we lost Monarch Woods, and we lost our little pterosaur. He didn't hurt us. He didn't hurt a fly. Monsters. Wow, fucking Amazon. Get ass. Okay. You know, I love that. Not a bad spot for a fort either. Why not? Well, that's why we move our guys into the middle of the squad there. Okay, again, pretty good numbers considering it was Pegasus Riders landing on us. Alright, so for shield, we now have Divine Shield. For weapon, we now have the Poison Bladder. And for defense, we have the Dancing Shield, Helm, Horror Helmet. Yeah, okay. It's going to be a lot of poison. We also have the nice Fear Aura. And we're pretty well protected. This probably could be replaced. But for now, I guess we'll roll with it. Although we are 2 turns away from invulnerability, which would be pretty awesome. Okay. Can you make yourself anything that would be cool and badass? Ring of Regen. Amulet of Resilience. Amulet of Resilience, huh? I'm on board with that. Oh yeah, we were going to have a priest go around and build temples. I remember that. End of the road. We are at war with Biolsk. We don't have to be, but I guess I'll hold here for a moment. Ooh, we get Pegasus Rider PD here. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's be friends, Biolsk. You don't want none of this. Alright, just wait one more turn. And then we got this, man. Got this by the ass. refused, of course. No surprise there. Alright, so now you can skip out on personal iron skin to go for invulnerability. Not quite comparable, I'm aware. I'm aware. But it'll do. Alright. It's all on the line then. See it. Bruce. Okay, didn't go to 150 rounds. Well, there was a couple big battles there, but ours, none of them went to 150. Alright. 35 versus Mundane. Yeah. It's hard to stack higher than that. I mean, that's very high. And we're gonna have a lot of poison. And we poison them so much that they just die. Yes. You can also just rout. And they get caught in the vines. Yep, that'll do it. Nice. Pretty strong. Against the AI. We got 0 kills, and yet 50 died, and it was over. So, there you go. Claim. I'm gonna wait one turn to move it, just because I want to be... I don't want it to get fudged. Water looks pretty clear. So, yeah, Ring of Water Breathing, and away we go. I'm on board with that. Definitely on board with that. Hey, Bales agreed. We got the Throne of Gaia. Queen of Suicides. Whoa. Lantern Fens. Berserker Pelt. Oh, be wary of that. Who gained a Berserker Pelt? Oh, did we just send it in? Oh, okay. Alright, so now someone can cast that thing at Thaumaturgy 4. Requires 3 nature. We got that. Great March. Boom. Easy game. Once you avoid all wars, it's nice and easy. Yeah, moved across the land carrying the wandering city on its back. Suddenly it disappeared in a puff of smoke. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It seems bad. Did I do it wrong? Messed it up? Oh, they said it might take a turn. Although we did get we got a fortified city here. We have a fortified city here. I assume that'll take a turn to swap. I feel like I could just go get this rather than going in the water. Somehow this still hasn't been taken. So, yeah. That might be worth considering. But we're going for this one first. Or is that dumb? Should I secure a connection? I'm going to secure a connection first. Let's not be dumb. How about that? Let's live in a world where I'm not dumb. It's a fantasy world. Okay. Well, I don't know, right now I have 2 capitals, I guess. Yep, I have 2 capitals, so I don't know. Don't think about it too closely. It's all wildly inefficient, isn't it? Okay. Good, done. Good, done. I'm not quite sure why you're so slow, but I guess I'll take this. Yeah. I don't know if the poison really stacks. I have no idea. But it's just seems like a lot of poison, so I'm doing a lot of poison. We got Pinna the Otherkin. There's Pinna the Otherkin. Once a Scythanian priestess cast out from her tribe after being blamed for intentionally disrupting an important ceremony. When she wept and bathed in the holy river Scythania, a divine miracle occurred. For a brief moment, the river turned into a stream of liquid gold, killing and reincarnating her anew. Her mental capabilities have reduced significantly. While she cannot explain or remember the truth of her crime, death, and reincarnation, with her reduced intelligence, she is no longer exiled nonetheless and lives satisfied. At times, she wanders around the wilderness surrounded by her offspring. Surprised she doesn't have insane, then, with all you're saying. But she can summon allies. She's got 1 earth, 2 astral, 1 nature. Sacred. Okay. Well, let's just have you summon allies then, whatever that entails. And we are going to take this throne, which looks like it might have gotten hit already. He hit it bigly, and we're going to now take it from him. Perfect. There's Anne Orlando. We will be friends with Anne Orlando. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. And everything is good. That'll be the 3rd throne, and then down here for the 4th throne, and boom, boom, boom. Fails, declares war. That's not ideal. I would have preferred that didn't happen. That's a lot of barbarians. Too bad they ain't shit. They ain't shit. Still don't have an affliction. This one a little iffier. Although it's fire, and we do have pyroraptors, I suppose. Eesh, and that was with magic lances. Ouch. Well, we lost 97 Sorathios, but only 14 Sacreds, and we won. So there's that. Claim. Yeah, big PD here. He's not gonna like that. Long dead militia, light infantry, heavy infantry. Well, not a great thing for my poison and fear. And wyverns to interrupt my buff cycle. This is really a dumb choice. So we're not going to be dumb. We'll have the gang take that, and we're going to go take this. And Orlando accepted. Excellent. We got the Throne of Fortune. We found Enchanted Glacier. Good, good, good. False Prophet in Omia. Shit. Yeah, I think we have to sit here, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're even working up to Alteration 8. We got temples everywhere. We're doing just fine. Well, actually, I could start shuffling this thing over. The damn slow process, but it would help protect it. But it has to be unforted. I'm already building the fort. So I guess we're going to say fuck it. I just want to deter him strongly. Now we have to just keep trying for peace. Even if it's a very temporary peace. It's a peace. Oh, is he the Maiden Abyss thing? Yeah, okay. It always just doesn't... When I look at this, it just doesn't... I don't think of Maiden Abyss, you know? But then I see, like, his summons and shit, or, yeah, creatures, and yeah, I see this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot how horrible it is. Well, I could start shuffling up to this one. Oh, he's about to take that. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No! I'm gonna have to go to war with Orlando. Shit. Shit. Fuck! Ulm took it. Damn it. Okay. Plan C. Go back. Get a ring of water breathing. And then take the ocean one. That's the best bet. Yeah, and this one's gonna get worn down as well, so we shouldn't really dilly-dally here. It's got 90. Alright, we'll wait one more turn here. Once we have the fort. Hoping we can work quickly enough. He refused and he attacked Pratus. Really, dude? That's what you're doing, huh? What, just so you could, like, acknowledge that you're at war with me? And you still managed to kill 4 of these things. No, I killed 4 of my own shit. Those atlatls. Alright, so ditch resilience, I suppose. All in on protection here. Ring of water breathing. We'll head in. Damn. Alright, Ulm's gonna give him, what, 4 now? So, theoretically, we're okay. Ish. Fuck. Okay. You know what? Fuck him then. Yeah, we're not gonna be at peace unless he accepts. And I have to immediately break. But I can get to him before he builds anything. Alright. No, but shit, he could have attacked me in the south. Okay, he didn't. And he didn't accept. Good. He's cast a global enchantment of some kind. See how well poison does underwater. Oh, just as well as on land. Perfect. Yeah. 35 is pretty good. And he left basically nothing there, which is perfect. Good. Take the short route. Okay, good. I don't have great forts, so if he attacks at exactly the wrong time on my other throne there, this could be pretty dicey. Like when I'm exactly out of position. She sure loves her fatigue, doesn't she? Alright, we just swooped in there. Excellent. The only real issue might be the Mine Lords, but I'm not overly concerned. And maybe I should have been overly concerned. Fucking Soul Slay. God damn it. There's 6 of them. They're all going to spam that. And I did not have good MR. Well, that makes it trickier then. That makes it damn trickier. And now I have to go to war with Chechnya. Should have just gone to war with Ulm. Damn Mine Lords. Fuck! Okay. Damn. And I do not have many priests. We've been making them for a little while now, which is good. But now I'm iffy. I have to go to war with someone else. He might take it back before I get there, though. That's the hope. And I don't have to go to war with a new person, but, you know, we'll see. It might be easier to just go barrel through and take that. But we're certainly going to try to call our god back. Just go all in on priests. Fingers crossed. Oh, should I try to get... Hold on. Right, so we only have 2 air. Yeah, we only have 2 air. So, actually casting... Actually casting this is going to be tricky. Army of Mist, 5 air. We didn't take a Pretender there. Why did I go for this? Army of Giants might be more possible, though. 5 nature. These guys could have 4 if I start making them now. Yeah. Fuck it. I have a lot of nature gems. Not only is he not getting taken off there, he's building up forces. I actually have a shit ton of mages here. Man, what the fuck is happening there? We are going to need new gear. Is there a weapon that boosts MR? Does that exist? I could check the inspector, I suppose. Let's see. What would that be called? MR. MR. The Dawn Fang, level 9. The Banner of the Northern Star, construction 7. Gloves of the Gladiator, which is kind of fun. No, no. A lot of level 9 stuff, as you would imagine. That's about it. Okay. Go. Other things we could take. Maybe construction 5 at least. So the amulet of anti-magic. The armor of meteoric iron. So that's Earth Astral. Point of meteoric iron, Earth Astral. Crown of lead. It's 1 MR. The lead shield, which is 4, but I'd have to give up the vine shield. But maybe that's better. Or there's the spirit mask. 2 death, 1 nature that I could make with her. It's only 10 protection, and it's plus 1 MR, but it does have auto spell frighten. I don't think that's better than the fear aura, though. Okay, I guess there's the lead shield. So I don't think I can even make the amulet of anti-magic. I have no astral anywhere. And we want the flying shield anyways. Dancing shield. Should I go back in the water, though, is the question. It seems like might be my best option. But there's just so little I can do. Oh, and then a weapon. Yeah, okay, the weapon. So, it doesn't really matter much. I mean, a Frostbrand works as well as anything, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't feel like she's gonna succeed again on that thing with all the Mine Lords. But maybe Baratos will work on it or something. I doubt it. We give her like flying or something. She just swoops down to here and takes this. But I feel like he's already taken it. He's taken the Iron Throne. That's probably that. Yeah, Ulm is taking it too. No wonder he didn't take this. Getting banged by Ulm. Alright. Alright, we got her back. Fit as a fiddle. She can throw on Soul Vortex now. $27 MR. I mean, that seems amazingly good, right? But it is +4 from the Dominion, so really 23. Still, it's strong. So now instead of personal regen, we're going to still stick with the large because I think it's still pretty good. And we could grab Summon Earth Power. Like, honestly, I think we could just cast spells at this point. We'll come up with some good stuff to cast. Invulnerability, Soul Vortex, Temper, Flesh. Summon Earth Power. Advance and cast spells. Should be good. Oh yeah, Foul Vapors, but that's like really not a great option, is it? And they do have poison resistance. I think we... Yeah, that's part of being sacred. But the other guys, it's not really a great option. But there was... Yeah, we didn't go down enchantment enough to get the big Serpent's Blessing or Foul Vapors. So, you know, we're just fucking about. Fucking about, man. I don't know why I'm going Evocation 7, but we're doing it. I feel like he's pretty close. Pretty close to finishing a Palisade there. Alright. He moved off. We're going. I should have made Earth Boots at some point. But I think if I give him a bunch of Earth Gems, he can cast Summon Earth Power. And... Nope, we never took Legion of Steel. But we do have Marble Army, but I'm one skill short. I needed Earth Boots for that. That would have been pretty fucking good. But I can cast Iron Warriors if I wanted. Or Ground Army, but that doesn't really help. I could cast Marble Warriors on a big region. I could give them all an Earth Gem, and they could cast Marble Warriors once, which is honestly probably the exact thing I should do. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, let's make it conservative. Let's keep it conservative. It's a lot of Marble Warriors. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Something like that. Okay. And, alright, we'll give them all 3. Yeah. It's a tedious process. Well, look at that. We're done. Okay, yeah, and he's taking extra. I guess I could bring even more extra just in case. Okay. We're gonna kick it off. Now, he knew that I was gonna move on here, so did he... No, he doesn't really reinforce it at all. Oh, you are not set on hold and attack, my friends. Good. That was a good waste of 17 of them for nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not... We'll get there. I'm not overly concerned about not getting there. I'm mostly concerned about our pretender dodging soul slays over and over. Locals have fashioned a great wicker man for the yearly celebration of autumn. During the festivities, the construct has come to life and run amok. The ancient turtle squashed it. Oh, we gotta watch that. Is it really just like a big claw? Yeah, it's just a big claw. I guess. How else are you going to represent it in this game? That was honestly kind of wild. He only has 6 attack, length 0. Now you're dead. You have disturbed the ancient turtle. Edrenor has been permanently vanquished. Alright, here we go again. So technically that's 3. We only need to get one of these 2. Fingers crossed. We get one of them. Ah, boy. Alright, let's watch this little battle I unfortunately have to do. I don't think they use gems. Eh. Alright. Can we dodge Soul Slay long enough to HP route the army? Well, we'll never know, because they didn't cast any Soul Slay. They cast Astral Healing for some reason. Alright, well that's anticlimactic, I suppose. But that is the culmination of our efforts. So, there's that. Claim. Wait a minute. Should I style on him? Okay, we're gonna try to style on him. I don't know why I do that. Nothing's gonna kill me. Alright, we're gonna move. Really? He fucking took that. Jeez. I mean, it's a lot. Our PD is really, really shitty. Like, painfully shitty. Like, this shit with the Adlotto, like, it's really bad. Okay, well, we're not going to style on him then, I guess. I either have to go forward or go back. Guess we'll go forward. Well, no, I can claim this now and then maybe have her take this back. Still style on him. Okay. Group of Tritons attacked Underhome. Try to take it from me. Alright, so what's the fastest way there? Through Baratos, apparently. Alright, well, we got some time. We have to take this anyways. Fucking forts on every province. The AI is so lame. Just lame. They have no need for resources, and they have just, like... I can't even fathom how much money they actually have. Okay, so we did use some gems on one of these battles. At least one? I mean, that seems like a big enough battle maybe to warrant it. So now we have to hand out gems. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We get to see the culmination of our army here with two different types of units. But hey, we got Marble Warriors at least. How often do we get that? That gives these guys 15 protection, 16 defense, turning them into fucking heavy infantry. With air shield 30 on top of it. These guys get 25 protection, 19 defense. Oh my god. What an insane spell. Like, it's one thing to see those numbers on your thug or your pretender or somebody's like, yeah, he's badass. But to see it on your whole army, it's like, oh my god. Terrifying. What is this shit? What? Damn tower shield. There you go. Still managed to lose 49 of those things despite their buffs. Mages, you know, they don't give a shit. Alright, so we're just gonna have this, and we're just gonna be on patrol now until we can style on them. And I will. This I swear. We had a two-parter here where we had to give up on the first one. This has been quite the journey. So we're gonna style on them. Good. Good, good, good. Suddenly, Ispakaya the Wise One. 4 nature. With a whip. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot with nature. The Titan of Serpents and Medicine. Oh, mano y mano. No, he's going to move in like a whole army here. He moved out there to claim it. Yep, claimed the Throne of Water. Now he's going to probably move it off. There's a lab here. Get more Earth Gems in case he sends a Doom Stack at me. It does make a difference, so yeah, we may as well. What else am I spending him on? Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Couple more turns. Nice. No events of any kind. And he's got, okay, he left the Titan there. This will be the test. Now, again, we don't have to get this. But it's not really much of a test. One versus one. He probably doesn't even have much gear on it. But it's just going to be nice to get the 5. All right, here we go. It's got a bunch of PD. Army of Giants was cast, and Creeping Doom. Not much of a threat for us. Doing fine. Oh, and she's right here. So what does she got? She's got a bunch of shit-ass, like, level 1 gear. A Rawhide Shield, Hardwood Club, True Shot Longbow, Horn Helmet, Snake Ring, unfortunately. 55 poison resistance. But I got other ways to kill you. 23 protection total. Yeah, get routed, bitch. This is my spot. Okay, well, we didn't get to kill her. I guess we saw that. Beals got vanquished. All right. And now we will crank this up to the max. Claim. Claim. I mean, we're seeing a victory screen no matter what. Will we see 1 or 2 more battles, though? No. That was it. Okay. Done. Right. So, that was good. Look at that. 10 points. You'll love to see it. Even got the water one. And we went to war. And we won a war. So, yeah, I mean, I think we've done Scythania well here. We didn't utilize a whole lot of magic, but honestly, we rarely do. So, that's fine. We did utilize the Titan now to a much better degree than the last game. Yeah, I mean, they certainly become super combatant territory here. Against the AI, like a super combatant against the AI is a lot easier than super combatant in multiplayer. That's for damn sure. Because the AI just doesn't know how to counter a lot of things. And yeah, I mean, Echidna is probably not top tier or anything, but Death is pretty good for super combating later on. Invulnerability and Soul Vortex are really powerful. Yeah, and you can make the horror helmets. You get a fear aura as well. She has the poison cloud. We had a nice kind of spread of item availability. So we got protective force, which is pretty good. You know, we had vine shield, which would have been better over here, but it didn't matter. Yeah, I mean, what more do you really want? It's nice. Titans are, yeah. I've been neglecting Titans because I always feel like, well, you know, the monster forms are so much better on turn like 2. You know, a lot of monsters you can just get personal regen and go and clear like half the map, and that is true. But dormant, like if you don't need it right away and you can get it dormant, I like that. I do think there is some wiggle room there for an awake Titan. I think it's a lot riskier. I think it's a lot trickier than a monster. While still getting you some benefit in the early game. Yeah, but dormant, you get some more design points. You know, you're not sacrificing so much, and by the time they come out at like turn 12-ish, you've got some research under your belt. You probably can make a couple items for them real quick, and then they can just go from then on. And you keep like getting them more items, getting them more research, and yeah, then they just basically never stop going, and they can just take every throne for you and dominate. Yeah, pretty good, pretty damn good. So, Scythania, I love all the sprites. I mean, this stuff is just phenomenal. I mean, yeah, just gorgeous little stuff. Really nicely done. Props to whoever did that. You have a lot of unit selection, but I don't. So much of it is just garbage. I mean, sure, once you get like Marble Army going, great. Yes, anything is usable with Marble Army. Awesome. I mean, I do think this is a pretty good Sacred, even though the fact that it's 2 points seems a little much. Because I definitely think there are Sacred Heavy Cav in the vanilla game that are as good as this or better, that are just 1 point. Like, I get the idea. Like, you can get the Sacred Pyroraptor, you can get the Sacred Soldier. You can get both of them together. And it's like, if this cost 1, then that wouldn't make any sense. So I get the flexibility, but I think then these should be even better. But then yeah, I don't know. It's hard to do. Like, if there was a half Sacred, if there was a half Holy, and you could get these for, like, 2 of them for 1 point, then that would be awesome. Like, maybe make them a little worse, and maybe make these, like... Actually, I don't know if I'd make these any worse, but maybe a little worse. I don't know what you would nerf exactly. The attack, probably, for sure. But yeah, make them a little worse, and like get 2 for 1. And then this just costs 1 holy point, and it's what you get here. I think that would be pretty great. But, I mean, I did primarily make these from the start of the game to the end. And they did work out in small number, because they are pretty strong, but fucking Sacred Heavy Cav in the game is pretty strong. Yeah, we didn't do much with the sauropods. I mean, I made a bunch of them. They're all sitting there. They just seem to die pretty quick, like faster than elephants. 8 protection is really nothing. It's really, really nothing. So I don't know. They just died damn fast. I'm not sure what was up with that. I've used elephant riders to great effect before, but that was rough. Yeah, I mean, these I think were pretty decent, but I didn't need multiple versions of cavalry with the sacreds, so... And then all the soldiers just... Yeah, just no. Just no way. Again, like, yes, okay, you get marble armies on these guys, you get, like, giant strength warriors on these guys, and you have, like, 300 of them. Yeah, you have an army, no doubt. But that's not saying much. And then I had to go here for, like, an off-fort sort of unit. But these are pretty good. And they're much better than the other ones with Marble Army on. So just make these, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think I did what I could. The whole thing with the Ancient Turtle and moving on to Captured Thrones. I think it's really fun. I think it's really interesting. I also think it's pretty tedious, and I didn't really even want to do it a second time. The only reason I did it was because it was right here, one space away. Also, it might be broken. It feels broken. Because I definitely have 2 capitals. So... there's that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you'd fix it, except maybe make it move more than 1 spot at a time, but I think that would be not really realistic, or, I don't know. It wouldn't make sense to just, like, teleport it, but that would be the only way to make it better. But doing it at least once is pretty good, and getting the plus... yeah, +2 defense is pretty nice. If you can get the +2 attack, even better. But, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's a nice little bonus. I mean, maybe that's part of the justification for making your big sacreds cost 2 points. But, I mean, very few sacreds in the game cost 2 holy points. They have to be pretty damn strong. Yeah. I mean, not a bad nation. I don't know how eager I'd be to play him again. Just because I'm not sure what exactly I would do differently. I guess if I was going to do things differently, I'd probably go all in on just Pyroraptors. And just go for a bigger bless. And just try to have fun with them. Not because I think that's a really smart choice, but just because it could be a fun choice. But yeah, that's where we're at. Alright, well, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.